He is a name that needs no introduction, a real-life Tony Stark, the man bending the future to his will. Elon Musk. He gave us electric cars that drive themselves. He's building rockets to take us to Mars, and he wants to merge our brains with computers. We celebrate him as a visionary, a genius, an unstoppable force who works 100-hour weeks and sleeps on the factory floor to turn science fiction into reality. His ambition knows no bounds. But beneath the gleaming surface of success lies a darker, more complex story. A story of addiction, not to drugs or alcohol, but to something society celebrates: work. It's a story of profound loneliness, broken relationships, and the immense personal cost of trying to save humanity. This is the story of the man behind the myth, and the price he paid for his dream. Elon Musk has a word for his condition: workaholism. As he once admitted, "I had an addiction. My addiction was something far more subtle, more insidious." For Musk, the high comes from solving problems others deem impossible. While building Tesla, he famously described the experience as chewing glass and staring into the abyss. During the critical production hell phase of the Model 3, his life became the factory. He didn't go home for days. He spent his 47th birthday alone, working through the night on the factory floor, with no friends or family. In his own words, work became oxygen. If I wasn't answering emails at 3 a.m., I felt like I was failing. I couldn't stop. I didn't know how to stop. This wasn't just dedication. It was a compulsion. The mission had consumed the man, and every victory on the corporate battlefield came at a great personal cost. The casualties of Elon's war against the impossible were often the people closest to him. His first wife, Justine Musk, wrote about being a starter wife in a life where the mission always came first. She described a man whose mind was always somewhere else, designing a rocket valve during dinner, solving a coding problem during a conversation. This deep loneliness was something Musk himself confessed to, once tearing up in an interview as he talked about going home to an empty house. He missed his own brother's wedding, choosing to work instead. He rationalized that his physical presence with his children was enough, even if his mind was a million miles away. His breaking point came not from a failed rocket launch, but from a simple, piercing question from one of his children. "Dad, are you always going to be busy?" It was a question that even a genius couldn't engineer his way out of. The world saw a titan of industry. His son saw an absent father. This raises a haunting question. Is this the price of genius? Do you have to sacrifice your humanity to change the world? Elon's life presents a paradox. The very obsession that fuels his world-changing innovations is the same force that isolates him. History is filled with brilliant minds who walked this fine line. As Musk said, "The world rewarded me for this behavior, but behind the applause, I was breaking, slowly, invisibly, and dangerously." Society glamorizes the grind, but Musk's story is a cautionary tale that when the pursuit of a goal becomes an addiction, the first thing you lose is yourself. In recent years, there have been signs of change. A man who seemed to finally recognize the unsustainable nature of his life. He began scheduling non-negotiable family time, taking small steps to reclaim the parts of his life he had sacrificed. His legacy is still being written. He may very well be the man who leads us to Mars, but his life forces us to ask ourselves, what is the true measure of success? Is it the worlds we conquer or the moments we cherish? What is the point of building a better future if we forget how to live in the present? The answer, perhaps, is the one challenge that even Elon Musk is still trying to solve.